877-600-4264.
With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At PhilsGang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And PhilsGang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the PhilsGang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Bill, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome. My name is Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Okay, I said at the end of the rally the other day that I would expect a 5 to 7% correction in that tech rally. And then eventually we'll go back down to these October lows. I told my members the other day to start taking profits, sell into the big tech stocks like Microsoft and Apple and Meta, and start purchasing the banks. And the banks are now going up. So they're rotating the money out of big tech and they're putting the money into banks. But as I also told my members, make sure you only buy the bank stocks that have turned green on your Pro 2 color-coded chart. Otherwise, it's just a short covering rally. So people who don't have the color-coded chart, you have the standard chart where the candlesticks just show green and red and green, green, red. It's not going to help you because you don't know, by looking at those candlesticks, you don't know if it's a short covering or an investment. In other words, position trade. So be very careful if all of a sudden you're hearing people say, go into the banks, go into the banks. You got to make sure you're not buying a stock. I'll give you an example, Citigroup. Citigroup, we purchased Citigroup as a swing trade, okay, a short covering rally. In other words, everybody who was shorting these stocks are now buying them, buying their shorts back. So on my chart, if you're with YouTube or Facebook or Rumble, you can see it. I pointed out. You can see we had a snapback in Citi, but your Pro 2 will tell you if it's just a snap back or is it time to invest in the banks. And you can see Citi's telling you, no, it's not time to invest long term, or as we call position trade. So just stay with the swing trades. Now, Wells Fargo, on the other hand, on my Pro 2 is just turning green. So that means that it's no longer just a short covering or swing trade, is turning into a nice investment, okay, because it's turning green. That's the beautiful thing about the charts that I design. It gives you the difference. Just because stocks start going up, banks going up, you don't know if they're going up because the people who shorted the banks, betting they're going down, are now changing their position and buying their stocks back. So if you shorted Citigroup and you got a nice profit out of shorting it, now you're going to start taking your money, okay? Because so if you made $5,000 shorting it, you don't make $5,000, okay, until you buy it back. So if you sold it short, let's say at $50, well, you don't, and you made $5,000 going from $50 down to let's say down to $43. You picked up $5,000. Well, you got to now buy that stock back in order to get the money, and that's what moves the stock up. It's called short covering. 80 to 90% of the people don't understand that, and all of a sudden the fake Biz News Network will start saying today, buy the banks. Everybody's just jumping in the banks, but they don't understand that some of these banks are just a short covering. There's no new money coming in. And if you look at Wells Fargo, I'm putting up my chart now. If you're following me on my chart, see the difference? Wells Fargo's turning green, which means that investors are coming into Wells Fargo. Unlike Citigroup, it's not investors, but the same people who sold short are buying it back. So that's what's nice about having my charts, because it aids you, it helps you, it identifies for you what the hell's going on, where other people will just jump in and they'll get hurt. And again, why 80, 90% people lose money. Give you another example, Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley, okay, it's just been a short covering rally. And it moved from a low of $80. Today it's at $86. So somebody's jumping in there today, think, oh, I better get in. This is a good stock. No, because your Pro 2's telling you, see, it's solid red. It's telling you there's not enough money coming in yet to hold that rally. So you could wake up tomorrow morning and all of a sudden you got in at $80, let's say $86, and tomorrow morning opens up and it's down to $82. Well, that doesn't happen with my charts, because you would have just bought it as a what we call short covering rally, i.e. swing trade. Okay? All right. So if you've been watching now if you're not on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, you can't see this, go to my site tonightphilsgang.com and it's archived. Okay, let's get started. So I told you the other day that I thought that this would occur. Now, one day doesn't make a trend, obviously. The plunger team could come in here very easily at the end of the day and come in and buy all these stocks, to run the market back up. But I truly believe that we're going to have a 5 to 7% correction in these big tech stocks that rally. And then we're going to drop back eventually to that October bottom. Remember, and they're not telling you this, the truth is, when they keep saying we have an October bottom, the October 13th bottom, remember, no market bottom can be put in unless you figure out and fix what caused that bottom to be put in. We had a 38% crash from November 2021 to December 2022. Over 404 days, the market dropped 38%. You got to figure out what caused that 38% crash. You can't just, bottom's in now. No, it's not. You got to fix what caused that crash. And they haven't done that. They haven't fixed anything. Matter of fact, they haven't even fixed the bank since 2008, 2009. And then we had all this happy talk last week. Well, that's getting behind us now. Isn't it amazing the minute they stop with all this happy talk? And think about this happy talk. First, they had a party that the debt ceiling, they signed an agreement on the debt ceiling. Well, we all knew they were going to do that anyways. They don't have the guts to stop spending. That's why we're in trouble. And they're going to continue to spend. Now the debt ceiling's wide open. If you interpret what they did, what they really did is have no ceiling anymore. So the debt ceiling, everybody's all happy talk. Market kept going up. Then this guy by the name of Philip Jefferson, he's one of the 11 governors of the Federal Reserve. He's at a meeting and he says, well, maybe hope we can, in June, maybe we can stop raising rates. And he made it clear his own opinion that it wasn't a consensus of the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve, if they're going to want to get word out that there may be a pause, they don't tell just one member to go out to a meeting and just drop the word. No, they send out at least 2 or 3 Fed governors on TV to alert everybody. That hasn't happened. Then the other garbage was, boy, we got the strong labor market. No, we don't. We don't have a strong labor market. What are you, nuts? All the jobs are terrible, low-paying jobs. Most of the jobs are second and third jobs. And most, it's all those jobs, about 75% of the jobs, they say, are all low-paying jobs. And all of those jobs, what they pay does not even match inflation. And then the last one was NVIDIA went up 30%, gapped up. Never have we ever seen in history a stock go up 30%. So that was all the jibber jabber. That was all the happy talk. But there was one thing that they hid from you about why this market rallied. They didn't tell you the truth. I mean, that's typical Washington, typical Wall Street, right? I'll tell you the truth when we get back, why this market really went up.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Phil Grandy and Phil's Gang presents the Life-Saving Financial Webinar. This webinar will guide and teach you how to understand the stock market and become an experienced investor. Learn from the experts on market trends and short and long-term investments. Join Phil Grandy, Steve Celeste, and Will Sharp Saturday, June 24th, noon to 3 p.m. Eastern. $80 pre-seminar, archived for 2 weeks, or $125 post-seminar to purchase the archive. Get more info at philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals, you follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, I told my members when we had that big rally last week on the tech stocks to take profits and start rotating into the banks and rotate into the leisure. Now, I'll talk about that in a second, and rotate into some of the oil stocks. So to give you an idea, we rotated into Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs is up 6%. Now, if you can see on my chart, I have my Pro 1, Pro 2. You notice my Pro 2. That is what we call in the business a swing trade. It's been going up for about 4 days. We got about 6% profit in it. But it's not an investment. Because if you look on my Pro 2 color-coded chart, it still remains red. That's the beautiful thing about the Pro 2 and Pro 1. The Pro 2 identifies it's not yet an investment. So you just go in on your Pro 1 and you buy, and so you get a 6% rally, and that's just short covering. Everybody who's shorted, those are people just taking their profits, and it pushes the stock up. The institutions are coming in to buy, and without the institutions, it doesn't sustain itself. So you just wait until the Pro 2 turns green from red, then you know you're okay to go in. That's a nice, safe way of investing. So that's Goldman Sachs. We also told them to go into BKR. Now, BKR is our oil. BKR, that's one of our oil stocks. Now, BKR, we had them go in early and on our Pro 1 as a swing trade, short covering. And that's up about, I think, 7%. But it just turned green today, or yesterday, just turned green yesterday. So we could switch from a swing trade of 3-4 days now to an investment because it's safe to do. Because you can see on my Pro 2, see how it went from red to green? So 80 to 90% of people lose money because they don't know the difference between a short covering rally of a stock, or what they call a swing trade, compared to a position trade. These are things you learn here at Phil's Gang. And you got the best charts because we design our own charts, okay, with our own algorithms. So that's what's going on. So there's a money rotation. Now let's get back to this rally and what caused this rally. All this happy talk caused most of this rally. Happy talk. But there was one thing that really caused the rally, and nobody wants to talk about it. You don't hear anybody talking about it. We had that happy talk was masking an injection of $1 trillion of global equity going into the stock market, into the economy, in the wake of that Silicon Valley Bank collapse. So a lot of that money is what pushed this stock market up. That's right, $1 trillion. So here they are again, pushing the market up by putting in, now get this, so they're injecting more liquidity. That's the problem with the market. That's what caused inflation. They've been pushing liquidity into the stock market since 2008. The tech stocks went up 1,400%, not on earnings, not on profits, not on margins, not on top-line sales. They went up 1,400% for one reason: liquidity. You just keep shoving liquidity in. And then the CEOs take that liquidity, that money, and then they buy their own stock. So you got all these tech stocks going up even if they're not making a profit. You only got 4 stocks that are going up and are making a profit. You know them all: Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Nvidia. So what was really moving this market, and nobody told you, was $1 trillion in liquidity. Global liquidity was pumped into it. That's where a lot of that money went. Now, the other thing they did to make you feel happy with the happy talk is they underestimated the earnings. They came out and lied. They said, the earnings for the first quarter of 2003 are going to be minus 6.7%. We're going to have a 6.7% drop. Whoa. Well, guess what? They finished the earnings and they announced, it's better than we expected. It's not 6.7, it's 2.2. Let's celebrate. Let's keep buying stock. What a sucker's play. Now, it doesn't mean you don't buy these. We've been in these stocks since January, February, and March. Even though you hear me all the time warning that we're going to take out the October low, we're going to have the huge correction in this market at some point. It's not that we don't, we're still long the stocks. We're still making money on the stocks. Are you kidding? So now what's happening is, now the story is going to be, well, we should rotate now to industrial stocks because now the economy's really roaring again. The economy's roaring, and the consumers are strong and resilient. Strong, resilient? What are you, nuts? So now the story's going to be, buy the industrials. Well, we already bought Caterpillar early. You got to get in these before anybody else does. But if you go take a look at Caterpillar, that's one of the best industrial stocks, that and GE. So let's just put up Caterpillar for the hell of it. Put it on my chart so you can see it if you're following me, Caterpillar. And here you are. But Caterpillar, now somebody jumped into Caterpillar at let's say around probably about, let's say $206. Today it's $235. Now, they're all excited. Oh, wow, I'm on my way. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's a short covering rally. It's not new money coming in. And you switch over, look at your Pro 2, and there it is. Pro 2 is solid red. The candlesticks are all solid red, which means this was nothing more than a short covering rally. But see, they're not going to tell you the difference on TV. They're just going, boy, industrials, everybody's moving to industrial. Economy's getting strong. We got to have industrial stocks. And people are going to jump into Caterpillar, put big money on, hold it, and lose money because they don't know the difference between a short covering swing trade and an investment.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this. But it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grandy of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, it's like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
All right, Steve. Look, join the gang for 10 days. You know, it's interesting. Now, most of you bought the tech stocks at the very wrong time, nearing the top. Guarantee it. Always happens. We bought the tech stocks, even though I keep saying we're going to go back down and visit those October lows. I've had my members in those tech stocks starting in January, February, March, when nobody else wanted them. Just like when I rotated them last week, when the tech stocks, I knew the tech stocks were done, were ended, right? They weren't going to go any higher. I had them rotate into leisure stocks, travel stocks. So I had them buy CCL and NCLH. Those are two cruise lines. You could buy one or the other. And I had them buy an airline, because we know where the money's going to rotate to. And all we have to figure out with our chart is it going to be a short covering swing trade that we're going to get in for 3 or 4 days, or is it going to be an investment that we get in on Pro 2's chart? Because the Pro 2 chart is color coded. It will tell you, okay, it's safe to get in. So that's what we did. And both those stocks up right now are up about 17, I think I'm right, 17%, because we rotated early. We got in before anybody else did. And that's what you have to do. But the majority of people always buy stocks at the very top because they don't know when to enter. And that's what we're going to fix. We'll fix that. We'll fix that in 10 days. If you decide not to stay with us after 10 days, you use our knowledge, you make money, that's great. Just give a little money to St. Jude once in a while. Talking about fixing, here's what most people don't understand. They always talk about the bottom is in. The October was the bottom after the market crashed, after it dropped from November 2021 to December 2022, and the S&P dropped to October. Everyone's using that October low as a bottom. Now it's in. No. It's not right. That's a lie. Not true. It's not true. Remember, the biggest problem you're having with the tech stocks right now, and I showed my members this morning, they've hit now terrible resistance. The big rally we had, most of that rally was from short covering. And then a lot of the rally was from Microsoft and Apple, and they're buying their own shares. And then you have all the people coming in that are tourists, don't know what they're doing. They all just jump in and they buy these things. They buy them wrong. They buy them too high. So, and that's going to be the sad part. Now, the problem is they're also being told the bottom's in. And as I said, you got to fix what's wrong. The institutions aren't coming in buying, and you need the institutions come in right now to buy those tech stocks. Because remember, I told everybody the S&P, it's going to be around that 430, 435. That's where it's going to be the tough resistance, because there's no institutions to help you. You didn't need institutions when the tech stocks went up because everybody was covering their short positions. Now the problem is, and you could ask any gang member, I said, watch the S&P. 430 is where I think the rally will end, because that's where the stiff resistance is, meaning institutions aren't going to come in and buy. And that's what we're seeing today. And the Qs are the same thing. Qs, same thing. So that's the problem. You haven't got the institutional money. Now, why is that? Because they know the stocks are overvalued, number one. And they also know that you can't put a bottom in the stock market unless you first fix what caused the market to crash and cause a bottom. And we have the same problems today as we had in November of 2021 when the market finally crashed. We still have the same problems. We're continuing still with rate hikes, but it's worse. While they're raising rates, they're taking liquidity and putting it back into the stock market, trying to get it to rally. $1 trillion globally came in. Are you nuts? So what good is it raising rates when the other guys on the other side pumping money into the market? The reason you raise rates is to stop people from pumping money into the market. The other thing, we have declining earnings. We have declining GDP. Our earnings are horrible, and our GDP is horrible. We have the lowest growth rate since the third quarter 2020. Our forward earnings, the estimates, are contracting. Builder sentiment has dropped. It's negative for the first time since 2014. I could go on and on and on. That's got to be fixed. But here's the trouble in trying to fix this thing. This whole thing came about with inflation. Inflation. And Biden, remember what I said yesterday, he intentionally created the inflation. He increased spending intentionally through stimulus without having on the other side of the ledger. He doesn't have on the other side at the same time. He wasn't creating any kind of demand. He wasn't creating productivity. So he's purposely spending like hell to create inflation. He knew that because he wasn't creating productivity or demand. And so our productivity under him dropped by 70, is at a 72-year low. Inflation went up to a 40-year high, all designed on purpose. All designed on purpose. Why? Because remember, his job, was to get the elitists, the wealthy, the very wealthy. We're talking about the big hedge funds on Wall Street and the banksters on Wall Street. He needed, after the crash, to create inflation for them. So inflation for the very, very wealthy, as I told you yesterday, is an asset. It moves up their value of all their assets that people on Main Street don't have. Do you have a vineyard? No. Do you have a 20,000 acres of timberland? No. Do you have a feeding lot for cattle? No. Well, these people do. And they wanted to make sure that after the crash, that Biden would turn the market up with inflation. So Biden knew what he was doing. So he was selling Main Street, throwing them under the toilet. That's what was going on. But nobody wants to believe any of this stuff. It's unbelievable. They just think everything's okay. Just keep listening to the happy talk. But you gotta fix the problems he created by doing this. And until you fix it, the market's not going to hold. So remember, all this debt that he created, historic debt, is what we call helicopter debt. It wasn't good debt. Helicopter debt is terrible debt. When you get $2 million in debt to build a ski area for one of your biggest money bundlers, when you give $2 million to another big Wall Street money bundler for you to get you into the White House, and you build a golf course and give them $2 million, and you give $50 million for another friend, okay, that wants an electric ferry boat, and you print and give another friend, okay, $50 million for a bird sanctuary, and then you give the LBQEQG, whatever it is, museum $75 million. That's helicopter money. There's no productivity that comes from that. It doesn't produce. See, you want productive debt. For every $1 he's investing, he should get back for us $1 in investment and another additional 30 cents in economic growth. He didn't do that. But nobody wants to hear this stuff. They're just going to buy. You right? Join my gang. Free.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth. You get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth. You get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's Phil philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. If you want to know how to rotate, like we did, our tech stocks, which we picked up and we got in very, very early, okay? And I'm not going to tell you how much we gained, because you wouldn't believe it, but I'll just use a number, okay? Let's say my members average 10 to 15%, okay? And that's being so modest. But when they average that 10 to 15% on the five biggest tech stocks, we rotated them. He said, let's rotate you into BKR. That's an oil company. That's up 13%, while Microsoft now is tanking, and so isn't Amazon. We rotated them out of your Microsoft is tanking, and now they're in Goldman Sachs, which is going up. It's up about 6%. And we rotated them out of the tech stocks, and we put them into two cruise lines. They could pick one or the other, NCLH or CCL, and those are up about I think 17%. So it's about rotation. And then when you rotate, you got to know, well, is this going to be a short-term play, or is this going to be a long-term investment? Well, I designed a color-coded chart that's always right. It will tell you. It tells you if it's long-term or it's just going to be a 3 or 4 day short covering, or we call swing trade. I'm running out of time, but I know I'm not going to get this across because most people aren't going to believe this. We got to fix what Biden broke. We got to fix what they broke and what Congress broke in order to hold that bottom. They're not going to fix it. You can't hold a bottom. You can't put in a bottom till you fix what they broke. First of all, inflation. We got to fix that he cut oil exploration by 72%. That led to green energy, that led to this 40-year inflation. We got to fix that we now have record debt, thanks to him, with an income ratio, okay, of 113%, when it should only be 65%. We got to fix that. He keeps spending. He spent $7 trillion in 22 months. That's insane. He's borrowing $5 billion a day. $5 billion a day. We got to fix that. The trade deficit's brutal. $1.2 trillion annually. That's one of the worst things ever. Trade deficits and inflation. Nothing kills your jobs like trade deficits. And the problem with trade deficits, when people are hurting the most, we are now paying more for the goods we import. We got to fix that, or the bottom won't hold. And remember what I said. Biden intentionally increased spending through this stimulus programs. These stimulus programs, waste of money. And you know, the one that really gets me is the Biden inflation relief program. Inflation relief program. In that inflation relief program was the 2 million golf course, 50 million electric ferry boat, 50 million on bird sanctuary, 75 million on LBQEZBB, whatever it is, museum. How's that inflation reduction? We got to fix that. Remember, he caused this 40-year high in inflation. In fact, right now, if you think about it, productivity is at a 72-year low. Inflation is a 40-year high. In fact, we are now experiencing 5 consecutive quarters of declines in productivity. 5. We just dropped another 2.7% in this first quarter, 2023. Our earnings, corporate earnings, dropped to 2.7%. What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? Worse. When inflation is intentionally used for the sole purpose of enriching the value, the asset value of the elitists, i.e. Wall Street, banksters, hedge fund managers, the very, very wealthy. When you do that, you got to fix that. That's really bad. And these people are, remember, Democratic Party money bundlers. So what Biden did is he took care of them by creating inflation. And he did that in his first term, him and Obama, when they came in 2009. And they continue to today. Biden intentionally created this inflation to destroy the value of the dollar so he could pay down our debt to China. Because we have no money. You can't write a check. So that's why he created inflation. And we've been doing this since he and Obama got in office in 2009. That's what they started to do. Create a lot of inflation so the dollar value goes down. So the debt, if we owe him $1 million, now we only owe him $800,000 because the dollar value went down. What are you, nuts? They can't do anything else because guess what? He drove our government into a dark hole. The U.S. government has a negative net worth of minus $20 trillion. The annual net, we just lost in the last year. If you looked at the government as it was an ongoing business, he lost, in brackets, $1.2 trillion. His check account is upside down by $1.2 trillion. As a result, we have the 40-year high inflation, which is linked to, we got to fix this if you're going to hold that October bottom. You're all telling me the October bottom's in, it's solid. Well, then you got to fix this too. You got to fix the higher interest rates. You got to fix the decrease in income, the decrease in savings, the decrease in productivity that he caused, the slow economic growth, the lower corporate earnings that really suck. And remember, when you do this, we run these trade deficits. And these trade deficits, remember, we're importing $309 billion. So when you go to Walmart and you want to buy a shirt, or you go to Lowe's, you want to buy a shirt, you see prices going up and up and up. Why? He caused that to happen. Because why? Because when you cause the dollar to go down because you're creating all this inflation, you're destroying the value of the dollar, it's costing us more to import, for Walmart to bring all that clothing in, for Home Depot to bring all those tools and lawnmowers in. So, and remember he promises that he's not going to raise taxes on anybody who makes less than $400,000 a year. What the hell you call that? A kiss on your rump? Give me a break. That's nuts. What are you, nuts? This is nuts. It's all nuts. So how do you fix this? You can't. So you got to be prepared eventually for this crash that you don't think is coming. Nobody does. Nobody thinks the crash is coming. They think everything's fine now. What do they tell us every day? How strong the consumer. He's so strong. And look at this dope.
We just really continue to think the markets are going to likely continue to go higher, and it's building this wall of worry. So just make sure you are not overly bearish.
Yeah, don't be overly bearish. Listen to this dope.
On the second week of June, is there still a case for markets to build upon these gains?
Give me a break.
The economy is really in pretty good shape. Consumers in good shape.
Economy's in good shape. Consumers in good shape. What are they, all nuts? I mean, how can they say the consumer is in good shape? The country is in good shape. How can they say that? When you have higher inflation, decrease in savings, decrease in income, higher interest rates, increase in borrowing, 75-year high productivity. We got saving withdrawals. We got home equity withdrawals, 401 draws. We got credit cards at their peak and savings at their low. We got record debt. And they say it's okay. We got the highest credit card debt ever. We have the highest decrease in savings, highest decrease in standard of living. And what are they saying? The consumer's good. He's really, really good. The consumer's strong. Strong. He's really strong. We have decrease in wages, inflation. The fake inflation number's 4.9. Wages came in at 4.3. That don't sound like a big difference. It is. It is. The difference between 4.3 and 4.9, put in perspective, if you were building a bridge that's a mile long, then you missed the bridge, okay? When you're building those spans, you're supposed to build a span a mile long, and you missed it by 3/4 of a mile. That's exactly how big that is. That's huge, man. That's huge. So So the only thing that you can do, your 401k is destroyed. It's going to be destroyed. Look, just join our gang for 10 days. And you'll learn how the market works. At least do that for 10 days. And it's free. And also learn how to sell short. What's wrong with that? And identify the difference between a swing trade and an investment.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.